In the last 25 days, this YouTube channel here has paid me $7,279. And if I switch this into the last 90 days, you can see that the channel was completely dead. Now wait, before I get any accusations that I changed the currency of this, let me show you that this is actually USD. If I go down to settings, you can see it's already in USD, but if I change this to Uruguayan pesos and I click save, you can see that the currency now changes to $291,000. But yeah, if I go back down to settings, switch this back to USD, click save, you can see that it changes to $7,281. Cool, cool. But I also have this YouTube channel here that's made $243,000. Now, if I switch this to the last 90 days, you can tell that I stopped posting. I kind of rebranded here, made about 700 bucks, nothing too crazy. But the reason I'm showing you this YouTube channel is so I can show you how long I've been doing this. For example, in September 13th of 2019, I posted this YouTube video here. It was about the gold and silver Pawn Stars. This video got 8.9 million views and that paid me $66,637. But the most viewed video on this YouTube channel is this one here. It got 9.9 million views and that paid me $69,790. Now very quickly, I'm also going to go down to settings, show its USD, change it to Ugandan shillings. It changes to that. So if I go back to settings, USD, changes to 69K. I'm going to refresh the profile and you can see that it stays at 69K. And I guess now that we're on topic, I'll also show you this YouTube channel, which is not as impressive as the others. It's only made $34,728. If I switch this to the last 90 days, it's only made 2,000 bucks. Again, same situation as the last YouTube channel. Stop posting on it. Some rebranding going on, but yeah, you get it. So why did I just expose some of my YouTube channels? Reason number one is because these YouTube channels, I mean, they're pretty much dead. So it doesn't really matter. But reason number two is because I want to try something new. You know, before I saw success on YouTube, I would watch videos like this all the time. And I didn't learn a single fucking thing from them because it was always sales pitches. It was like painful. I never believed a single person I saw. But when I would watch those videos, dude, it just always seems so fake, right? They don't talk to you like people. They all have like this fake salesman personality. And it's like, dude, if we were walking on the street and I asked you what you did, you wouldn't fucking talk to me like you're trying to sell me a Chevy, you know? So I would sit there and I'd be like, dude, these guys don't even look real. So in my head, I was like, they were just honest about what they wanted. If they wanted to sell a course, cool. But they gotta be straight up about it. And especially nowadays, it's 2025. What are we doing here? I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you like you're stupid or speak to you in a sales way where I'm kind of like I position myself above you. I want to speak with you man to man or man to woman. And I'm gonna try that theory, right? I already showed you guys some of my results and I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. Yes, I have a community. You know, it's kind of the main reason why I'm making these videos. And very quickly, I've been doing YouTube since 2018. I never dropped the course, I never did a community, I was never interested, I thought it was cringe. But as years passed by, I would see a bunch of beginners or a bunch of scammers kind of like making a shit ton of money from it. And I'm like, okay, fuck these guys. I've been doing this the longest. I'm one of the highest paid in the YouTube automation community. Why don't I just do it for 10 bucks? And that's what I did. Now very quickly, if you don't give a fuck about this, you can just go ahead and click here and that'll take you to the actual video. But for those of you that are interested, this is what's in my school community. So as you know, I've always had the $37 a month group. This is where I go live 2 times a week. You get 75 videos plus, PNGs, background music, all of that good stuff. But I want to try something new, which is why I launched the Views for Income Starter Kit, which is only $10 a month. And what you get here is a 16-week bootcamp. And as you can see here, every single week, you're going to be getting new videos. In total, you're going to be receiving about 20 videos per month until the 16th week is over. But you also have the option to unlock case studies and the live recording calls from the VFI community. Keep in mind, these are both separate communities, but I just wanted to make this a little bit more accessible. So yeah, if you want to check that out, link is going to be in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. And also don't worry, if you want to join the full community, the link's going to be here in the about page. As you can tell, I haven't even customized anything on here. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Quick disclaimer. What I'm about to teach you, not just in my school communities, but in this video, is just from my experience. You know, this isn't a how to get rich quick or anything like that. This is just literally what I do. You know, I can sit here and argue with some of you all day about like the strategies and the things that I do. I don't know what to tell you. That's just what I do. So keep that in mind, all right? But anyways, how did I scale that YouTube channel to over $7,000 in just 25 days? Well, the first thing is choosing a micro niche. I think this has been the biggest change that I've done in the last few years when it comes to YouTube channels. Now, as some of you already know, there are multiple niches on YouTube. One niche would be the health niche. A second niche would be celebrity news. A third niche would be movie recaps. Each one is their own niche, but where I saw the most success is when I micro-niched into one. For example, the health niche. This is a very popular niche right now with faceless YouTube channels. I wouldn't just start posting videos about health in general. I wouldn't do one upload about vitamins, then my second upload is about muscle pain or joint pain, whatever, and just keep going down the line about random shit. What I saw the most success in though is choosing one topic and sticking to that. For example, I'm gonna be going into the health niche, but I'm gonna micro niche into balding. You know, people that are losing their hair. So every single video would be about how to prevent balding, vitamins for balding, you know, just things in that realm. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking think of video titles, but you get the point. If I was going to go into the movie recap niche, I would just do horror movies, or I would do mystery movies, suspense movies. Not every single movie. I wouldn't drop, you know, fucking World War Z and then Inside Out, you know, back to back. It would be super strategic in the way that we do it, because with all of the new changes that have been happening with YouTube, especially in the algorithm, according to me at least, it seems that everything is more audience-based. It's more pattern-wise. Again, I said this last video, I'm pretty sure YouTube built profiles on everybody using Gemini. For example, you've probably seen your algorithm be way more accurate, like scary detailed. That's because of the new Gemini update, which also this wasn't announced, but it was very obvious. I'll link a video here for you guys to check out, but I think my theory, you know, is pretty close and correct, because I've been moving according to that and it's been working. So I think out of everything I'm going to say in this video, and if you watch hundreds of videos after this, micro niching should for sure be in the top 3 changes or things that you're going to get out of any of these videos. Now, the next thing is the goal and mentality. In my school community, I've worked with thousands of people, and I've got the most positive feedback off of this mentality thing I'm about to say. And I don't mean like motivation, consistency, all that, right? I'm 25 years old. Some of you guys are way older than me. I'm the last person that you want to hear life advice from. But I'm talking about the mentality when it comes to YouTube, and I'm using this YouTube channel as an example. If you want to make $7,200 a month on YouTube, a successful YouTube channel is not just a YouTube channel that gets 1 million views per video, right? If a YouTube channel posts every single day, they get 100K, 200K every single upload. Yes, that channel is obviously successful, no shit, but that's not the definition, because you just need one video to work. That's all you need, just one video. And if we use these numbers, or if we base ourselves off of these numbers, if you want to make $7,200 on YouTube, you need to get 993,000 views. Again, this is just an example based on what I see online. Not everyone's gonna have the same results or RPM. But my point is, there's 30 days in the month of September. If you post every single day, that means that you have 30 tries. You have 30 tries to either get one video that gets 993,000 views, or 2 videos that get over 400K views, or 9 videos that get 100K views. And let me show you a real life example from another one of my YouTube channels. And we're gonna use this one. In the last 90 days, this YouTube channel has posted over 40 videos, and it's made $2,603. And here you can see the monthlies, right? From when we took a pause, how much the channel was making, to when we started posting again in July. That's what the revenue was. But if we scroll down and we see the last 90 days and how much each video made, that means the top 4 performing videos on this YouTube channel made up almost all of the revenue. And I just did the math. Only $239 out of the last 90 days came from all of these other videos. You know, this video here made $1 in the last 90 days. This one did $2. This one did $3, you know, whatever. But these 4 videos here literally carried this channel in the last 90 days. Do you see my point? You know, not every video is going to hit, and that's okay. But you have 30 tries every single month, unless it's February. But now, with this YouTube channel, it was completely different. I essentially created a brand new niche, which is why I'm seeing so much success, right? I'm making videos tailoring to an audience that wasn't paid attention to. And this takes me to my next point, which is stop following what everyone else is doing, including me. You know, fuck whatever I say when I give you guys advice on niches. You know, yes, we know celebrity news, WNBA, old Hollywood, those have been the top 3 niches. But in the last few months, I've been starting niches. Like in my school community, I did a full case study where I got an idea of a niche, which was country music. Now you see it all over the place. If you search up Toby Keith or Keith Whitley, all of these country artists, you're going to see that now there's YouTube channels for it. But I'm the first one to do it, right? I always did celebrity news about rappers, Hollywood artists, and I said to myself, wow, no one's doing it with country music. Why? That's so weird. So I did it, and it instantly worked. And if you want to see that full case study, link's going to be in the description. But I documented everything, including when I got the idea. Now this YouTube channel that's made $7,000 in the last 25 days, I did the same thing. I'm not going to reveal it yet, but I am eventually going to reveal it in the community. Now YouTube automation is very young, and most of the people that are doing it are also very young, right? I'm 25 years old, I'm considered one of the older guys, which means that there's not enough content that is tailoring to millennials and, just older people in general. So one of the niches that I know don't exist, but could be very good, is the divorce niche. You can search, dude. I've already looked, it doesn't exist, no one's done it. For the YouTube channel about women, you can make videos like, don't sign that settlement agreement until you watch this, 7 hidden assets husbands hope you never find, ex-divorce lawyer warns, never accept this custody clause, right? That would be for the women's perspective. This is just navigating divorce in general. For men, don't move out of the house yet until you watch this. Stages pull these father rights. Act before July 1st. 5 hidden debts wives stick men with after divorce. Divorce are one of the most common things here in the US. How is there not a YouTube channel for that, dude? It doesn't exist. Let me show you another example. Couples planning weddings. That doesn't exist. Yes, there's a few YouTube channels where it's someone showing their face, it's more personality, they're kind of selling a service. But if you do it completely faceless, and it's video titles like 8 hidden rental fees that blow up wedding budgets, don't sign that venue contract until you watch this cancellation clause, ex-planner warns, never let the DJ use this outlet, just random shit like that. It doesn't exist, man. There's not a niche for adult children caring for aging parents. Don't sign that nursing home contract until you watch this. 5 caregiver scams targeting adult children. Adoption journey. Don't start your adoption home study until you watch this. 7 hidden adoption fees agencies hope you never discover. There's so many niches, dude. A lot of you guys just beg for a list of niches and you're like, what's the best one? How do I do it? You can do anything. Everyone is focusing on the same shit. You guys aren't seeing this. You're gonna get stuck with everyone else. There's a lot of people doing the health niche. There's a lot of people doing motivation. YouTube automation is still very young. If you're older, you have the upper hand because you know exactly what people your age want to watch. The niches I just shared with you, they're very basic. They're in the everyday lives of a lot of people. Yet there is not a single YouTube channel doing it. So when it comes to niches, I'm not saying follow your passion or whatever you love. I'm saying do what hasn't been done because nothing has been done. Besides what everyone already knows. Those same niches, celebrity news, WNBA, we talk about it all the time. But the sky is a limit. The sky is a limit right now, and with all of these AI tools, it is now easier than ever to hop into these. For this YouTube channel, the one that's blowing up right now, I haven't watched a single fucking video. We're talking about something that is completely far from me. If that makes sense. I'm not trying to reveal the niche, but it's not in my world. I've had no experiences, I've had no memories, I have no idea what's going on, but just because nobody else did it, it's instantly working. Now that I'm sitting here fishing, there's no faceless channel for fishing, there's no faceless channel for hunting. 7 best locations to hunt, or rules you didn't know about hunting, licenses you need, state laws that are changing for hunting, hunting season is coming, here's this information. Dude, there is so much, it's ridiculous. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the production process, right? What AI tools do you need? 99% of the shit you see on YouTube with all of these tools, bullshit. You do not need any of those. Right? And here's the only thing you need, and this is not sponsored, okay? This is not sponsored by anyone. You just need vidIQ, 11 Labs, and ChatGPT. That is it. Everything else, like those AI softwares that are like, oh, you put a prompt here and it's gonna make a full AI video for you. That's cool and all, but it's kind of shit. If we think about it long term, what could you really use it for? AI video, YouTube Shorts is already kind of cooked. It just became too accessible. ChatGPT for the script, 11 Labs for the audio. vidIQ is the best one to get SEO tags, and also make a list of competitors. There's literally nothing else that you need. For editing, Capcut. It's free. Premiere Pro is what I use. You can also go on Fiverr.com or Upwork and hire a freelancer for like $20-25 to edit a video for you. You can get story blocks for stock footage and background music. All of this stuff, I have detailed tutorials in my school community. But just know, that's all you need. And everything else that you see out there nowadays, though it's cool, there's not really a function for it yet because it got oversaturated very, very fast. I think that's all I had to say. Have a good day.